Alright, what is up YouTube? I'm Forward here. We're going to be discussing two things in today's video. First off is going to be the Lunalight Combo, and we're going to be doubling up on the Chamberlain discussion that I've been promising you guys. So, first off, if you guys don't know about ARG Atlantic City this weekend, Peter Tran ended up winning with the Zoo Lunalight Combo. Basically, it is the Lunalight monster. I think you can discard it, search for Fusion Substitution. Fusion Substitution allows you to blank out a Malmarat as a Synchro monster, to fuse with your Tiger Mortar, and go, oh, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and make Norden bring back the Rat, overlay into the Broad Bull, detach, special summon Rat Pier, go ahead and overlay in a Dryden, go ahead and special summon another Rat Pier, because at this point you should have Emerald, and you'll be able to effectively have drawn 3 cards. Banishing the Fusion Substitution allows you to draw an additional card, and I thought, looking at the combo at the first time, I was like, I don't want to play this. It doesn't seem worth the amount of cards that you're kind of risking, but I feel like the format has gone one step further down the degeneration train, and wow. I kind of just woke up, still kind of processing the +3. Granted, like, +1 was okay. Now you're not really searching for the Whiptail, you're searching for the Lunalight, which further, so much deck cutting, man. A lot of players yesterday were making the comments saying, like, whoever wins the dice roll effectively wins the match, and I mean, I can't disagree with that statement. Even with the Kaiju engine, if your opponent has a road or something like that, the unfortunate result is you're just going to get blown the fuck out. And it's just super sad. There's no real way at the moment to kind of just clear that board. I mean, yeah, granted, you can kind of push the balance, but, like, even if you can break the board and you cannot use your rat combo, you're still only limited to your 6 resources. Meanwhile, your opponent's over here got fucking like 12 of them things. They're like, blah. Now, actually, this ties into the Chainburn thing. Chainburn has not topped a YCS this block. Actually, Chainburn was long thought to be dead. I'm sure you guys have seen multiple YouTubers talk about it. You guys have seen some of the feature match videos from me. It's not really a secret in the current meta, but it is kind of a secret. But we're going to explain why Chainburn is very relevant at the moment. Number one, Zoo effectively before Maximum Crisis has a bit harder of a time producing a very large board. And by a very large board, I mean 8,000 points damage on one turn. It could happen, but it doesn't happen as much as you think it does. And this is kind of where Chainburn comes into that. Chainburn thrived on its 6th card, and when the 6th card disappeared from the game, for Chainburn to effectively return, obviously card demise has to be in the equation, but you need a deck that basically makes it okay for you not to have that extra card. And that's where the Zoo variants all come into play. And I'm going to include the Metal Foes version as well. But that deck, especially the Lunalight version, if you're generating a +4, and if I'm going ahead and I'm doing what I'm doing in terms of my combo, all it takes is one threatening roar to slow you down, and alleviate whatever the fuck you're doing. Also, your deck is pretty much potent to just having all of these fucking dead cards, because a Zoo player cannot effectively side enough resources out to make shit dead. Fucking what? You have all of these Solemns in the world. Solemn Strike only hurts Maxi. Pretty much all of the variants in the current metagame right now are only playing the Maxi in the main. There's the one cute version that I think St. Maddox beat at the Lenexa Regional that was citing the entire Zoo engine, which I definitely kind of like that. It gives you a nice little momentum change. If you draw into the Zoo engine, you can produce your combo, which is pretty good. I will give them that. I like what that does for the deck. But going back to Chainburn, so accumulated fortunes, chain strikes, secret blast, do that secret explosion or secret trap card, whatever the fuck it is. Got the reprint in I think MP15 a long time ago. 300 for every card your opponent controls, and if your opponent destroys it, they take 1,000. Holy shit, man. Oh. You know, like, if your opponent, like, misfires a Twin Twister, and you can chain that shit, like, oh, just get your opponent even closer to death. And, you know, even Ojama Trio plus Just Desserts in the current metagame, is extremely deadly. You know, sure, you can chain Dryden to kill itself or kill a token, but, like, you get 300 from the token, plus you're probably going to take 2,000 to the face. So, I mean, you've only effectively alleviated yourself of 200 points of damage. Is that really worth the, I guess, the trade-off of it? It's just something you have to ask yourself when you're going in and sitting down across from the Chainburn. No, obviously, if you're playing Infernoids, you kind of just, you auto-win. Like, that's not even something that needs to be explained at this point. Every Chainburn player should have just the easiest matchup against Chainburn, because your deck just kind of, unless you brick, like, but you brick, that's kind of just the saltiness of the equation that comes with it. You know, things aside for Chainburn, you could be cool inside Des Wombat for it. That requires you to draw it, which never fucking lucky. I could tell you how many times last time Chainburn was relevant. But it's not super relevant. It's just kind of one of those decks that, like, if you're playing Zoo, it can ruin your day. Because the deck effectively does what it needs to do. It punishes you for playing the best deck. And I definitely really like that about the deck. It's kind of taken a back seat in today's metagame, so a lot of people are like, the deck is super fucking budget. You only really need Card of Demise and 2 Max Cs. You should be able to play Chainburn for under $100. You know, it's literally every wet player's dream, every budget player's wet dream. Because I don't see why you couldn't play that deck at a regional and get your invite. You don't need the Zoo engine. I mean, Lava Golem should be easy for you to get. As I said, 3 Card of Demise should be, what, $20-some, and the Maxis should be 15s. Okay, that puts you at 90. Alright, should be able to effectively get the rest of the deck off of commons, off of friends, or $10 on TCG Player. To me, that's budget as it gets in terms of the metagame today. And as long as you're not totally ignorant to what you're doing, playing against Zoo, then you should be fine. I'm not going to say that the deck is necessarily Helmet, but I mean, like, set 5, go to town. You know, you have to learn to hold your Card of Demises when you're playing the deck, because if you misfire Card of Demise, you're going to get punished. And the amount of times I've heard people like, but Rob, you shouldn't play Maxi with Card of Demise. It's fucking okay, guys. It's fucking okay. Maxi forces the opponent to just either go, oh, well, I don't give a fuck. You know, the only thing you did was set. I'm just going to play through the Maxi. Or your opponent's going to just give you the 1 and overlay into the Trident and just calm the fuck down. Then you just have to deal with a 0/0 body more than likely. It is what it is. But I don't think you can super mindlessly play the deck, but the only thing you really need to know is Card of Demise is one of the best resources in your deck. Maxi is an insane power card as well. And Chainburn should be effectively in the budget player's range. Now, will Chainburn be relevant outside of this meta? I don't fucking know. I kind of doubt it, guys. I feel like this is kind of just one of those little things that happens in the TCG. Like, water comes up, takes a regional win, and just kind of goes back into its coffin. You know, same thing with some of the more random roguish ideas that happen in today's metagame. But obviously, you know, with the Lunalight Combo running around, getting an extra 900 points of damage off of your opponent, while your opponent attacks you and flaunts letting you save a chainable trap card. It's pretty good. You know, Zoo definitely does not have a lot of effective ways to clear out back row except for, you know, throwing fucking rat piers in there and shit like that. It's one of the things I like. So, also, if you think you should be playing Solemns in Chainburn, you're doing it way wrong. Alright? No need to worry about that shit. You just need to be worrying about when to do your chains and how to do your chains. Remember, Ojamatrio is also one of the best cards in your deck, because filling up your opponent's shit is pretty fucking good. So, who knew we would be back in a time in the game's history where, because the most broken deck in the game lets you produce 3+ cards so mindlessly and recycle your deck, that Chainburn would be a relevant hero. God. You know, when you go from being the bad guy to being the hero, fucking pulling a quick 180, just like bada bing, bada boom. So guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Kind of want to make a video talking about the DD, or the Starving Venom boss monster that was released yesterday. I was going to make some videos yesterday, but fuck that, day off. So, alright guys, tell me what you guys think about today's discussion, and I'm out. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCole40 interactions. Please check out MCole Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.